Hello Toy Collector fans, Universal Toy Collector here and welcome to the channel. Join me today as I get these two parcels opened, take them out their packaging and give them an overview, and also, while we're at it, we'll get her opened as well. Okay then, so as you can see, I have two parcels that need to be opened. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the smaller parcel first, take the figure out, give that an overview, and then we shall move on to the bigger parcel, take the figure out, give that an overview, and then I shall finish off with Harley Quinn. But first up, let's get that small box open, shall we? Alrighty then, so here is the first parcel, and this is from Japan. So I've got a pretty good idea what this might be. You just have to excuse the lighting. I've not quite figured out the lighting yet. So I've got one to the right of the screen. I need to get another one for the left of the screen as well. So that will be sorted out in due course. But anyhow, enough of that. Let's get this open, shall we? And see what we've got. Always worries me, that does when I'm scoring across the top of a box. But I'll try that again. Awesome. Right, get that out of the way. Okay, so that's it. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought it was. Awesome stuff. Really happy that this has turned up, and relatively quickly as well. Right, so just score that there. So this is the. Oh, here we go. There, awesome stuff. So there we are. Okay then, so here we have the Mafex Poison Ivy Batman Hush version, and I've got to say I'm really liking this. Now, I don't as a rule get too many figures from Mafex, but this is just absolutely quality. So I was tipped off by some friends on an Instagram group chat, and I thought, yeah, I really like this. So yeah, managed to pick it up. So there's the front of the box there with the window, Batman Hush there. Image of Poison Ivy. Then you've got Poison Ivy in the window itself. Looking fantastic. And at the side of the box, you've got another awesome image of Poison Ivy. Really liking that. And then the back as well. So yeah, awesome stuff. I can't wait to get this open and on the display. And this side, you've just got the Batman Hush with another image of Poison Ivy. Righty ho then. So what I'm going to do is off camera, I'm going to get this figure opened and then get her in front of you. So 2 seconds. Okay then, so here is Mafex's version of Poison Ivy from Hush, and I've got to say I am absolutely blown away by this figure. It is stunning. To have it in hand, to see it with my own eyes in front of me there, I'm literally blown away by this figure. Wow. And I'm definitely glad that I pulled the trigger. And look, I highly recommend this. If you're thinking about it or any doubts, just dive in and get it. It is absolutely tremendous in my opinion. Now, she does come packed with accessories, and she has a few of them on her, as you can see. So the vines here, the creeper vines, you've got them going up her leg. So they come in 2 bits. So you get the 2 bits for the top half of the leg, and then you get the bottom creeper vines for the bottom there. It's the same again on the arms. You get this long one that goes around the forearms there on both sides. Then you get one that goes around the upper arm. And then she has one around her neck as well. And also she comes with this wad of cash. As you can see, she's on a stand, the typical Mafex stand. Now, like I said, I don't get many of these figures. I think this is my second one. And they come with these stands, so they're pretty cool. But yeah, absolutely flipping tremendous. I am blown away by this. Really am. Okay then, so what I'm going to do now then is just swap this figure out for the tray of accessories. And she does have a few accessories, so 2 seconds. Here we have the tray of accessories for Poison Ivy, and I've got to say I'm pretty impressed with this as well. So we'll start off with the 3 sets of hands that are here on these sprues, and I think that's a great idea that they keep these hands together on the sprues. Liking that idea. It saves you from losing them and you keep them together, which is pretty cool. So we have a clenched set of fists, We have a I'm going to cast a spell on you set of hands there. Some funny thing with her fingers there. And then you have open splayed hands here. I've already swapped one of those out for Poison Ivy. Then you have a closed suitcase. Then you have a suitcase here again, which is open and it's full of cash. And then you've got this secondary head as well, which I think's absolutely stunning. Really beautiful. The colour of the hair, the paleness of the skin, the light green. And then you've got the, well, it's like a real pale green, isn't it? And then you've got the darkness for the leaves and stuff like that. And, just absolutely stunning. What a fantastic figure. Really glad I got this. And then to the side, you get some extra extension bits to the stand. In my opinion, well worth getting. Very, very glad that I got it. And it's going to look absolutely fantastic in the display. Right, let's move on to the second parcel, get that open, and see what else we've got. 2 seconds. So let's get parcel number 2 open then. And I've got to be a bit careful in here because it is as tight as a duck's arse. So the way I've got things set up at the moment. So just need to be careful. Score that. Awesome stuff. Right, there we go. Oh yeah, awesome stuff. Liking this. Oh, right, let's get that out of here. So just going to take this out for the time being. Get rid of that box off your trots. There we go. Awesome. Really liking this. The Cobra, or the G.I. Joe classified Cobra Televiper and Cobra Flight Pod, also known as a Trouble Bubble. Absolutely awesome. Now, they did this in the Tiger Force version, but yeah, I wasn't too worried about that. This is the original one, so yeah, liking this. Oh, wow. How cool is that? Awesome stuff. Yeah, proper pleased with that. Awesome. Right, okay, let's get it open. Again, I'm going to open it off camera, get it set up, and we'll have a proper look. 2 seconds. And here we have the Trouble Bubble and all the accessories that comes with it. And I've got to say, once again, I am really impressed with what I'm seeing in front of me. Awesome stuff. Now, I've heard this is quite fiddly and you need to be delicate with certain parts. I think it's the missiles, attaching the missiles or the gun onto the side there. So, yeah, I will be careful of those, absolutely for sure. But, yeah, it looks great, absolutely great. So, we have the Trouble Bubble here. That moves up and down. You've got the harnesses there. You've got this booster bit that goes on the back, the engines. Absolutely awesome. Liking that. So I'll get that put on in a minute. You get like a little mine. Then you get the Televiper's weapon. And this is a blast from the past. How cool is that? Just an absolute spitting image of the 80s version. Really liking that. Then you get 2 little missiles here for the Trouble Bubble. The big main gun. Not too sure what these bits are here. I think they're like little flaps, or I'm not too sure. I'll have to have a look at that in a minute. Then you get the hose, and then you get like an alternate head here. I think this is for night flight. Then you get another alternate head here, the backpack, and the Televiper himself. And yeah, I've got to say, really liking that. I tell you, I know Hasbro get a lot of grief, and rightfully so. I keep saying it, but when they do get things right, they do get things right, and they do a good job. And the G.I. Joe classified line has definitely improved since the first release of the figures a couple of years back. Yeah, so look, I'm happy with it. So I'm going to fiddle around with it, get it all set up, get it on display, and then we'll jump on to our third and final figure. 2 seconds. Alrighty then, so here is the Trouble Bubble all set up, and I've got to say, yep, loving it. Absolutely flipping loving it. How cool does this look? My aim is to get an original Trouble Bubble in 2024 at some point. That would be just fantastic. But this, wow, really liking this. Now, it was easy enough to set up. So how I set it up was, and how I suggest you set it up is, you put this main gun on first. Then you get the little paddle bits at the side, the missile clips. If you put those into the missile first, then insert it into the side, and then you do the back bit there. So yeah, but how cool does he look? The Televiper and the Trouble Bubble. And I'm going to have so much fun getting this set up in the display. I cannot wait. Absolute awesome. And Hasbro, do a Cobra bunker. 6-inch scale for G.I. Joe Classified. That would be absolutely tremendous. Now, I know, Chris Miwa, you have recently got into the G.I. Joe Classified line. I highly recommend you get one of these because you will love it. I know you've got a few original ones, but this, the detail, the look of it, it's just absolutely fantastic. Anyhow, that is the Trouble Bubble and the Televiper. Let's crack on and have an overview of the last figure, which is Harley Quinn. Finally then, we have Harley Quinn in her outfit that she wore at the beginning of the Suicide Squad. And I've got to say, it was a decent looking outfit, and I'm just gutted that she didn't wear it for the remainder of the film, because it was, well, personally, one of my favourite looks for Harley Quinn. But anyhow, here's the box, SH Figure Arts Harley Quinn there. So you got the little, what's that called, hologram there, the Suicide Squad, the image of Harley Quinn, and then down here you've got the Bandai logo. Spin the box around, and there is the figure in all her glory. And I've got to say, yeah, absolutely stunning. SH Figure Arts at the top there. So yeah, awesome. Whiz that back round like so. And as like before, I'm going to get this open off camera. So I'll be back in, you guessed it, 2 seconds. Okay then, so here is Harley Quinn out of the box. She is still in her tray because it's easier to show you the accessories. And to be honest with you, she doesn't really come with that much. Just a load of different sets of hands. Which to me is quite disappointing. I was really looking forward to opening this up. But yeah, I'm feeling a little bit flat with this figure. The figure itself is decent. I'm loving the outfit. I'm loving the look of the figure. That looks quality. You get like, what, 3 different sets of hands and an extra fist hand there. And then you get a swappable head with some evil looking grin on her face there. But other than that, again, there's no accessories, no weapons, nothing. And it just makes the figure seem so plain and boring. And it is such a shame, because this is a quality looking figure. That's the only gripe I've got about this. Compared to the other 2 figures that I've opened up, which was Poison Ivy. But then again, she didn't come with weapons, did she? But she come with a briefcase. She come with some cash. She come with a wad of cash as well. So there were different things in there. This is just hands and a separate head. So yeah, anyhow, okay, no worries. What I'm going to do then is get the figure out and have a look and see what she's like posed. Alrighty then, so here is Harley Quinn then, completely out the packaging and posed, and unfortunately this is about as much as I could do with her. And yeah, even the goggles on the top of the head, they don't move down, which is, again, disappointing. And it's such a shame, because I do feel really flat with this figure. Compared to the last 2 that I've just opened up, boy, do I feel flat. But like I say, it's a great costume. The character's absolutely awesome. But this figure just unfortunately doesn't do it for me. Now, I don't regret getting it, but I think you need to be a massive Harley Quinn fan if you want to get this figure, where I was highly recommend getting the Mafex Poison Ivy figure and the G.I. Joe Classified Televiper and Trouble Bubble. I'm not going to recommend getting this. And like I said, unless you're a massive Harley Quinn fan, then yeah, maybe. But anyhow, you can't win them all. Saying that though, she will look good in display with the rest of the Jokers and Harley Quinns that I've got in the front cabinet. Right, so what I'm going to do now then is get everything else up in front of us and see the video out. Alrighty then, so here are the 3 figures that I've opened today and done a quick overview on. And we'll start with Poison Ivy from Mafex, and this is the Hush version of Poison Ivy. And I've got to say, I am blown away by this figure. Absolutely stunning. It feels fantastic in your hand. It looks great. I'm loving the contrast between the greens. You've got the pale light green for the skin. Then you've got the darker green for the costume and the vines and stuff like that are wrapping around her arms and legs. Then you've got the redness or the gingerness of her hair, and I think that looks absolutely stunning. And yeah, what a fantastic looking figure. I am so pleased that I got this, and I do highly recommend, if anybody's on the fence with this figure, just get it, because it is absolutely stunning. Loving it. Next then, we had the Televiper and Trouble Bubble from the G.I. Joe Classified line, 6-inch, and I've got to say again, absolutely amazed by this. This is absolute quality, and when I see this, it really does throw me back to the 1980s with the 3 3/4-inch O-ring figures and the Trouble Bubbles back in the day. Absolutely fantastic. And Chris Meanwhile, if you are watching, this goes out to you, my friend. I highly recommend this. And I've got a feeling that you might pull the trigger on this. And if you do, fair play to you. I wouldn't blame you. Absolutely awesome. And again, it will look awesome in the display. Then the last figure we opened up felt a little bit flat. This is the Harley Quinn from SH Figure Arts from the Suicide Squad. Again, I love the character. I love the costume. But this figure just didn't really do it for me. Simply because of the lack of our accessories, which is a real shame. But nonetheless, I'm sure she will look good in the display. And I'm sure at some point she will probably start growing on me the more I look at her. Anyhow, that is it for this video. So if you are new to the channel, feel free to comment, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to let you know of more content. And as always, there will be more content. Appreciate you watching. Very much appreciate your support. Thank you so much. It does mean a lot. Take care, stay safe, and we shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.